Hello students, we are studying lesson 13 air and water. This is class third, subject is GSC and lesson 13 air and water. Lesson 13 air and water. We have studied about the last time about the air and also about the different forms of the water. Today we have to study about the journey of water, that is water cycle. Journey of water. Water cycle. Water cycle. We have to study about the water cycle or journey of water. One diagram is given here. This is water and this is water body. That will be of the sea or the ocean, we can write here, which is sea. And this is a hill, and here many plants are there. And this is water body, so water we have to show by this color. This is sea, and this is a structure. This is sun. This is sun. What happens due to action of the sun? That is sun, and it evaporates. One process is evaporation. The process is, and here one more process, transpiration. Two processes are there. One is evaporation and other is evaporation, by which water moves in the form of water vapors, and plants also release water in the form of water vapors by the process of the evaporation, and these water condense we can rub these lines. It is condensation. One more process is there. This process is known as condensation. So what happens? Due to the action of the sun, sun also necessary for this process. Due to action of the sun, water from the water bodies are converted into the water vapors, and in the same way, water is also released by the plants in the form of water vapors by the process of the transpiration. So these water vapors condense and they comes in the form of they are converted into the water droplets. When they are heavier than the air, so they comes on the earth in the form of the rain, and in this way water again comes on the earth in the form of the rain. One more process by which water comes on the earth in the form of the rain. So this is rain. So in this way, water moves from the sea, from the different water bodies, moves and get converts again into the water drops and come back on the earth. In this way, water moves into the nature. So the cyclic movement of the water is called as the water cycle. So we have to read the detail. We use the same water again and again. The heat of the sun changes the water of the ponds, lakes, rivers and oceans into water vapors or the steam. This is called evaporation. Plants also absorb the water from the soil through their roots and then release it back into the atmosphere. The water vapor rises up in the air. This is water vapor rises up in the air, cools and changes into water drops. These water drops collect together and take the shape of the cloud. These, by the process, they form the clouds. Clouds formation takes place. These water drops collect together and take the shape of cloud. This is called condensation. As more and more drops collect, the clouds become heavy and big. Now, these water drops fall down in the form of rain, hail and snow. The rainwater again flows back into water bodies such as lakes, rivers, seas, etc. The process goes on repeating. This continuous process is called as the water cycle. One diagram is given here. You try to draw this, make this diagram. I read at least 2 or 3 times. So that's for today. Next day we will start the writing worksheet 13. So that's for today. Thank you.